She is a music legend and an amazing actress who not only stars in a new movie for colored girls, but also her song Nothing is getting some Oscar buzz. So please welcome to Lopez tonight, the one and only Janet Jackson. First of all, thank you for being my first guest of my second season. It means a lot.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. It's very difficult in this business when you are trying to launch a new show and when you get support from people who not only have inspired you through their music, but when you have a lot of respect and love for their family and where they came from. So thank you very much, Janet. It means a lot to me. Seriously. Seriously. Now we're on at midnight. Are you up at midnight in real life?
That's not late. That's not that. Yes, I'm up. I watch your show.
Do you? Are you into infomercials or have you purchased anything? Have you? Because it is interesting sometimes to call up and order things and it's anonymous.
I kind of fall asleep to infomercials. No, I don't.
So other than my show, what are you watching on TV? What's on your DVR?
You know what I love? I love documentaries a great deal. So I love like the History Channel, Discovery Channel, things like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
See, now I fall asleep to that. As soon as I need to learn something, I'm out. But making juice out of some old fruit, I can watch that all night. So in my band, there's people that you've worked with. In the Esevatos, you worked with Alex Al, the bass player.
Yes. I haven't seen him in so long. Tommy.
And Tommy played on Rhythm Nation, played the lead guitar on Rhythm Nation. As a matter of fact, we have a little bit of video from Tommy and Janet together. Check this out. Down there, Janet. If you had to do a Rhythm Nation show right now, do you remember any of the choreography?
Yeah, I do.
Because you know what I could never get was the 5, 4, 3.
That's the. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's what
Well, I'm dyslexic, so I had all kinds of things going on.
No, when we were first learning it, a lot of the middle finger was happening all the time. So.
Are you going to record more? Are you back in the studio writing things?
I'm not back in the studio right now, but I've decided to go in next year and just take my time. Just relax.
That's exciting.
Go at my own pace.
Yeah.
No worries, no pressures. Just.
But you are working on a book. I think that's interesting.
Yes, it actually comes out January. It's called True You, and it's people have asked me about the weight loss, the weight gain, the nutrition, the regiment, and instead of just writing about that, I wanted to go to the very beginning, what may have brought it on. So that took me to my childhood.
Right.
So it's also about self-esteem. I wanted it to not only appeal to adults, but to kids and to teens. And it's not an autobiography, but there are anecdotes about my life from being a kid until now.
Right.
So hopefully someone can pick up the book, a child, a teen, an adult, and they can relate to some of the stories. And I also have stories that fans have written me and concerns, and I put them in the book as well. So hopefully it'll help someone.
Absolutely. I think it will. I think it will. I can honestly say that the way my grandmother raised me, that there's not a day that goes by that I don't think about my weight and that I feel heavy. Because when I was a little kid, she would say, "You're eating again?"
She would?
Yeah. Or she would say, you know, when you run, your boobs bounce more than mine. That was...
You're joking.
No, I'm serious.
Joking, right?
I'm serious. No,
really?
I'm serious. So now, well, first of all, I don't run now because I do have them now, but I don't...
My grandmother was the opposite. She would always say, eat, and she was such a wonderful cook. She would always say, eat, 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 or it's just baby fat, it'll fall off.
Yeah. But you are a vegan now.
Well,
is it kind of, what do they call it, a fish vegan?
Pescatarian?
Pescatarian.
Well, you know what, since I was a kid, my family became vegetarians, and I didn't want to be left out, so I became a vegetarian as well. And that's a lot of discipline for a kid to give up candy and all that good stuff. But I bounce back and forth. There are times when I'm vegan, times when I'm pescatarian. I don't eat meat, though.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
No.
And you're not tempted at all because now it's your way of life. Now it's your...
It's about making... Oh, you kidding? I'm still tempted.
Yeah. Are you really?
Yeah.
What tempts you? What do you see?
It's better to say what doesn't.
Whoa!
No, there's so much that I love.
In-N-Out Burger? Pizza?
In-N-Out Burger, their fries?
Yeah.
I love. Pizza, I love pizza. My favorite is Mexican food.
Yeah, Mexican food?
Mexican food, so that was Mike's favorite, was Mexican food.
Did he like Mexican food?
Are you kidding me? Yes.
Do you cook?
Yeah, I do, but I don't. And you're probably saying, what does that mean?
No, I know exactly what that means.
You do? I do. I'm not like my sisters. My sisters can do everything.
Yeah.
They're very, very good. I do, but I don't cook.
But I have to say that I went vegetarian for 5 months. I fainted in the middle of the street. But I was trying to hold on. But soyrizo, there's chorizo, but the soy version of chorizo, which is sausage, is fantastic. So now that I know that you're vegetarian, vegan, like a pescatarian, and I'm gonna try to go back again. I'm gonna have soyrizo at the table, trying to do this when you're not around.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I saw your Halloween costume. Can I show it to everybody? Can we show the picture? You dressed as a beautiful man. What?
No, this was for a store opening for Lanvin. The designer, Albert Ibez, he's a friend of mine. So I called myself J-Bez. I was Albert in transition, becoming Janet Jackson. So I was in transition.
So, this summer you did a show in New Orleans, right?
Yes, I did.
You did a show.
Yes.
And speaking of the costume, the shows are never just kind of like, hello. I mean, there's always a bit of, there's the costume and there's some dude in a straitjacket hanging with some dudes whipping him. What's going on here? This is what I'm trying to say. What's going on here? That's hot. Where did you find the guy to hang?
From the audience. I always just pick a guy. A lot of people think, oh, this is stage. It's not. It's just a random person in the audience.
Does anybody here any guy want to get hung up? We'll be back with more Janet Jackson.
I'm sorry.
Save your sorry. One thing I don't need are any more apologies. You were always being inconsistent. Beating my heart to death talking about you're sorry. You know what, I'm gonna put a sign on the door. Better yet, I'm gonna leave a voicemail. A message on my voicemail. If you call to say you're sorry, then call somebody else. I got sorry, greet me at the front door.
We're back with Janet Jackson in a scene for Colored Girls. Your character, I see a little bit of like, first of all, I don't see you in the part. I see Joanna, but I think the part is a little bit of you in real life. Strong, driven.
She's very driven.
Yeah.
and she's a very privileged woman who came from Harlem, which the rest of the women reside still, and she worked very hard to make her way out of that, and she runs a fashion magazine, her own fashion magazine, and each of the women, they have their own colors. My color is red, which represents part of the character as well as their mood, their mood throughout the film, and she's shrewd, she's bold, she's having issues with her husband as well as with herself, and she's on the nasty side. She's not the nicest woman.
Yeah. I didn't mean that. I meant
the driven part.
The driven part, absolutely. But I don't think you say nasty. I think in what you know what you want, sometimes as you're coming up, people perceive that to be not nice when it is.
She's a bit of a bitch.
Okay, I like it. All right. Don't be put off by the name. For colored girls.
No, there are no color lines with this film. It's for women of all colors and of all races. And I think men will get a great deal out of this as well. It's a very, very intense film.
It's almost like a training video that you would use to show women what mistakes can happen in life.
One character, she is so in love with this man and he's cheating on her, and every time the woman that he's cheating with decides that she doesn't want him anymore, he runs back to her and she allows him to come back into her life. I know some of us have done that. We've been there. God knows I've been there before.
Yeah. So tell me that you're going to act more, because you're brilliant in everything that you do. Tell me that we're going to see you. Right? We have to see you.
Yes. I mean, this is my first job. Everyone thinks I started singing first, but I didn't start singing professionally until I was 14. I started acting when I was 10, and this is what I wanted to grow up and do for, as my career. So I'm finally living out a dream since I was a kid. So for sure, more acting.
Good. I like that. And this is your third film with Tyler Perry.
Yes.
Yeah, that's nice. I heard that you would text him ideas for your character.
I drove him crazy. I know I did.
What would you?
Oh, well, when I read the script, I thought she should have short hair. I thought that she should be fit. I thought the color of her eyes should be a lighter color, which I thought would make her a colder person.
Yeah.
It's something that you really don't notice, but just, very subliminal. All kinds of things. I was really into it. My apartment, creating the colors and the decor of the apartment along with the set designer. Mm-hmm. Even my workbooks and creating my folder for each of the magazines. I put an entire folder together of what I wanted the magazine, the layout to be from top to bottom. So it was about 200 and something pages in creating that. So it's something that I really enjoy doing.
If you're texting all of that, I could see he'd be like, oh, hell no. This is crazy.
And, changing her name, her name wasn't originally Joe, it was Carmen, and I thought it was a little too soft for the character. Yeah.
Have you ever sent a text message or that you didn't intend to send, that maybe you were still typing it? Because sometimes you can still type it and send by accident, you're like, oh no, I can't get that.
Send it to someone else? That you...
Yes.
Yeah, I've done that. Not cute. Not cute at all.
And it's almost like waiting for the door to ring, like somebody to knock. You send it, and then you're waiting. Oh no, I can't believe it. And then you're kind of waiting for the light to go on.
Yeah, a friend of mine did that and sent a text. He called himself sending it to me and sent it to someone else, and their friendship is not what it used to be. Yeah, but it'll be
sometimes
fun.
They don't read the same in text as they do if you were to pick up the phone.
Yeah, no, that I don't. That's the one thing that I don't like about text.
Do you still use the phone?
Of course I do.
Yes. Do you drive?
Yeah, I love driving. What makes you think I don't drive?
I don't know. I can't imagine looking over and seeing beep beep. There's Janet. The film is for colored girls. It is amazing. Janet Jackson is incredible in it. The one and only Janet Jackson, and we will be right back.